Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for our band over here. Welcome to Sedro-Woolley High School's 107th commencement exercises for the class of 2011. We're going to go ahead and get things started. Jordan Cook, please come up and sing our Star Spangled Banner.
You say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Great job by Jordan there. We are now going to have our ASB presidential address by Kaylee Stiles and Kyle Mack. You may be seated.
Hey everyone, before we continue with the ceremony, Kyle and I just want to make sure the entire class of 2011 is here for the night. It is going to go by super quick, just like our high school days, so bear with us. And when you hear your first or last name, stand up so we know who's all here.
Man, Kaylee. Hello? Okay. Man, Kaylee, I really wish these gray clouds would pass so we could see the nice blue sky. It'd be as wide and as long as the Mayfield.
Yeah, I was just starting to get tanner, but Kyle, don't you mean the Mayflower?
Ouch, that really hurt.
Sorry, I didn't mean to spear you. Come on now, let's stop acting like siblings.
Okay, Kaylee, I'll give you one more chance. Speaking of siblings, we've always had those twins of ours.
Oh yeah, you mean the Crawfords, Martins, Machins, and Martinezes?
Yep, that's all of them. And even the people with the same last name but aren't related. Like the Andersons, Browns, Burks, Garcias, Johnsons, Lopezes, Martins, and Martinezes. And,
Need some help?
yeah, that'd be Dandy.
I'm pretty sure there are McCoys, Phillips, Sanchez's, Smiths, Stiles, Swansons, and Taylors as well.
Wait, the people with the same last name is all we have? What about all the seniors that have the same first name? Like me, for instance. There are 4 other Kyles. That's crazy.
That is pretty gross, though. 4 more are you around here, Kyle?
For Pete's sake, Kayla, it's like the best of this.
Okay. From what I know, our class has 3 Alexanders, 2 Adams, 2 Andrews, 4 Brittany's, 2 Claytons, 2 Madisons, 2 Michaels, 3 Stevens, 3 Timothys, 2 Josephs, 2 Leos, 2 Ethans, 2 Kayleys, 3 Codys, 4 Jessicas, 2 Zacharys, 2 Samanthas, 2 Skylers, 2 Ambers, 2 Leos, 2 Tylers, 2 Calebs, 2 Ashleys, 3 Calebs, 2 Rebeccas, 2 Garretts, 2 Megans, 2 Elizabeths, 2 Jacobs, 2 Rubies, 2 Williams, 3 Nicks, 2 Jordans, 2 Robertos, 2 Travises, 2 Kendalls, 3 Katies, 2 Jennys, 2 Mallorys, 4 Catherines, 2 Caitlins, and 2 Sarahs.
Holy Fitzgibbon.
Yeah, tell me about it. Never knew that, I bet. Whew, that knocked the Wyndham out of me. I could sure go for a cold towel about now.
We'll get you cooled off in a second. I bet you didn't know we have someone famous in our class who can fix up a mean meal.
Who's that?
Jennifer Craig. She and the 3 cooks can prepare a great plate.
Thanks, Kyle. Now you having wanted me food going to my kitchen. I could sure go for some Reese's peanut butter cups about now.
Well, if I had that and some music, I could be put right to sleep.
Oh, how about I get some new musicians in our class, like Dalton, Ariel, Corwin, Sharia, Dakota, Angela, Tucker, Spencer, Monica, and Trisha.
If they played Itsy Bitsy Spider, that'd be perfect. I love that nursery rhyme.
Speaking of rhyming, our class has a Naomi, a Kylie, a Chelsea, a Jeffrey, a Desney, an Amy, a Chloe, a Casey, a Maggie, a Stacy, a Lindsay, a Tiffany, a Curie, a Phoebe, a Colby, a Kirsty, a Carrie, a Carly, a Stephanie, Emily, and one small Bailey.
Oh, I got it. Like Sierra, Amanda, Hannah, Laura, Anna, Alyssa, Cassandra, Krista, Trisha, Maria, Melissa, Andrea, Janessa, Blanca, Joshua, Alicia, Shana, Raina, Marina, Angela, Tasia, Tanya, and Jessica.
Yeah, and now looking out into our entire class, I see a Jonathan, a Tyson, a Nathan, a Kaylin, a Roman, a Cameron, a Dustin, a Keelan, a Diane, a Dylan, a Bryson, a Ryan, a Kristen, a Jasmine, a Kellen, a Kevin, an Alan, and a Hayden.
Quite the Lewis and Clark we are, because I spy a Samuel, Michelle, Terrell, Janelle, and a Thomas Morrell.
Man, seeing over here with all their smiling faces like Edgar, Eric, Marcus, and Curtis, I just wonder where everyone will be tomorrow.
Well, I can see myself traveling around. You know, maybe to San Francisco, or Jackson, Missouri, or even maybe Butte, Montana.
There is definitely a possibility of that, but I can see you wearing those Cargyle sweaters of yours and being a gardener when you're older and having a wife even named Christine.
Come on now. Well, at least I know I'll get the ring at Jared.
Oh yeah, a crystal diamond? I'll knock on some wood for you.
Nah, I'll just get King Carl to hook me up in the royal family.
That would sure be something else.
Yes, it would. Hey, I'm pretty sure we're all here, Kaylee.
Yeah, it looks like it. Thanks, Kyle. On behalf of all the students who are standing, I would like to welcome everyone to the graduation ceremony of the 2011 class. All the students now are standing have made it through high school. We have taken our DigiTools requirements class, snapped those pictures for our licenses, accomplished community service for our U.S. history class, and completed our senior projects in order to proudly be wearing our caps and gowns today. Let's remember to thank all who helped us get to where we are today and cherish these last moments as Sedro-Woolley High School students. We love you, class of 2011.
Okay, now we have Catherine Hull coming up to sing Whenever You Remember. Catherine?
That through the good and through the bad, I was on your side when nobody could hold us down. We claimed the brightest star and we came so far, and no, they won't forget. Yeah. Whenever you remember times gone by, remember how we held our heads so high when all this world was there for us. We believed that we could touch the sky. Whenever you remember, I'll be there. Remember how we reached that dream together. Whenever you remember, when you look back on all we've done, I hope you're proud when you look back and see how far we've come. It was our time to shine, and nobody could hold us down. They thought they'd see us fall, but we stood so tall, and no, we won't forget. Yeah. Whenever you remember times gone by, remember how we held our heads so high when all this world was there for us. whenever you remember, whenever you remember.
Thank you, Catherine. Now for the valedictorian honor plaque presentation, I would like to bring up Anthony, MD, or apologize, Anthony, our National Honor Society president, and he is going to give the honor plaque presentation to our valedictorians. Thank you.
Hello and welcome, friends and family of the class of 2011. I'm AJMD, President of the National Honor Society. To some of you, you may think that valedictorians are students who simply show up to class and do their work. Well, the truth is, there's more to being a valedictorian than just that. Valedictorians are students who, rather than shy away from a challenge, instead go looking for one. Valedictorians are students who have strove to become the academic elite of their class. Valedictorians are students who accept nothing but the best from themselves. Valedictorians are, and when you hear your name, please come up, Nick Butterfield, Kristen Huggins, Katie Hall, and Evan Mann for the class of 2011. Nick Butterfield not only took 5 AP classes while at Sedro-Woolley High School, but also found the time to participate in football, math club, fencing, track, and wrestling. Nick will be attending the University of Puget Sound this coming fall as an unsigned major. Katie Hall, who took 4 AP classes while she was at Sedro-Woolley High School, was also involved with volleyball, fast pitch, French club, and drama. Katie will be enrolling at the University of Washington this fall as a pre-med major. Kristen Huggins involved herself with soccer, tennis, French club, yearbook, and Girl Scouts while taking 4 AP classes during her high school career. Kristen will be furthering her education at the University of Washington, majoring in graphic design and communication. Evan Mann spent his time at Sedro-Woolley High School taking 5 AP classes, participating in Math Club, Earth Corps, Hidalgo Youth Symphony, Mount Baker Symphony, Tennis Club, and Sedro-Woolley's very own Quidditch Club. Evan will be attending the University of Washington Honors College, studying chemical engineering. Now join me in congratulating Sedro-Woolley's valedictorians for 2011.
I would rather be ashes than dust.
I would rather that my spark should burn out in a brilliant blaze than it should be stifled by dry rot.
I would rather be a superb meteor, every atom of me in a magnificent glow, than a sleepy and permanent planet.
The function of man is to live, not to exist.
I shall not waste my days trying to prolong them.
I shall use my time. That was the credo of the famous American author, Jack London, and we offer it to you, our classmates and our generation, as a challenge, because we are going to set the world on fire.
We know what the world is saying about our generation, the so-called next generation. Things don't look good, says Mark Bowerlin in his book, The Dumbest Generation, How the Digital Age Stupefies Young Americans and Jeopardizes Our Future. Book reading is down, civic and historical knowledge is abysmal, we're actually seeing a clear decline in verbal skills. Reading and writing skills are down, and literacy in general has fallen at the high school level.
Wait, here's a better one. The world is passing through troublous times. The young people of today think of nothing but themselves. They talk as if they know everything, and what passes with wisdom with us is foolishness with them. As for the girls, they are forward, immodest, and unladylike in speech, behavior, and dress. Who wrote that, and when do you think it was written? It's an extract from a sermon preached by Peter the Hermit in 1274 AD.
Or this, the children now love luxury. They have bad manners and contempt for authority. They are tyrants, not the servants of their household. They no longer rise when elders enter the room. They contradict their parents, gobble up dainties at the table, cross their legs, and tyrannize their teachers. But wait, that came from Book 4 of Plato's Republic back in 400 BC.
Do you sense a pattern here? Our generation is in the midst of a revolution in the way we think, work, learn, operate, and especially the way we communicate. We each averaged around 30 teachers during our time here at Sedro-Woolley High School. Yet, once we leave, we'll still have access to over 2 billion teachers, thanks to our cell phone and the internet, in every imaginable field. We don't need to store information in our gray matter as previous generations did. We have access to the same information at our fingertips each and every second of the day. What we do need is the imagination, creativity, and drive to use this information.
In fact, our creativity is only limited by the web blocker and the computers in the high school.
Access denied.
We communicate at speeds and over distances that previous generations could not fathom. Most of us don't wear wristwatches or use telephone books because these are single-function tools. The computer keyboard layout was designed to be the slowest possible because early typewriters would jam. Why do we still use it when we can text faster than we can type on such an outmoded system?
Isn't it painful to watch your parents text?
As Bob Dylan said now nearly 50 years ago, the times, they are a-changin'. There is a new model of thinking which is just on the horizon. We won't learn the same as our parents, and neither will our children or our children's children.
Just as the Gutenberg press made book learning available to the masses and changed the world from an oral tradition to the literary one, today we are experiencing a similar phenomenon with technology, and it is exciting and dynamic, and we, the class of 2011, are the best prepared for it.
So we won't listen to the harbingers of doom like Mike Bowerland, Peter the Hermit, or even Socrates.
We would rather heed the words of William Faulkner, who said, "I decline to accept the end of man. I believe that man will not merely endure, he will prevail. He is immortal not because he alone among creatures has an inexhaustible voice, but because he has a soul, a spirit capable of compassion and sacrifice and endurance."
We would like to leave you with an anthem to define our resolve to make a difference, nay, to set the world on fire.
From a man of La Mancha, the impossible dream.
The story of Don Quixote, the errant knight who saw the world as better than it could be.
To dream, the impossible dream. To fight, the unbeatable foe.
To bear with unbearable sorrow.
To run where the brave dare not go.
To right
The unrightable wrong.
to love,
Pure and chaste from afar.
to try,
When your arms are too weary
to reach
the unreachable star.
this my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far,
To fight for the right without question or pause. To be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm as I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this, that one man, sword and covered with scars, still strong
With his last ounce of courage.
to reach the unreachable.
Now let's go set the world on fire.
Hey, let's hear it for our valedictorians, Mr. McCart and Mr. Evangelista, huh? All right, now we have Alyssa, Alicia, Curry, Michelle, Caitlin, Catherine, Dalton, Dustin, and Joe singing 100 Years.
Yeah, when you're ready. When you only got 100 years to live. I'm 33 for a moment, still the girl, but you see I'm a man. I've hit on the way, family on my mind. I'm 45 for a moment, the sea is high and I'm heading into a crisis, chasing the years of my life. 15, there's still time for you, time to buy and time to lose. 15, there's never a wish better than this, when you only got 100 years to live. I'm 99 for a moment, dying for just another moment, and I'm just dreaming, counting the ways to where you are. 15, there's still time for you. 22, I feel her too. 33, you're on your way. Every day's a new day. When you only got 100 years to live.
It is now with great anticipation and excitement I would like to introduce to you Sir Chris Jensen. Everything you need to know, you learn in NAV 101. Again.
That makes one. Mr. Pierce, did you put water in my vodka again? First off, I need to start out by commenting on a very serious issue that has arisen since certain details of my speech were made known to the powers that be in this district. And that is the issue of censorship. I was approached and informed in no uncertain terms that I would not be allowed to deliver my speech tonight unless I agreed to wear clothes underneath my gown. Now, it's a terrible shame because that caused me to rewrite the entire finale to my speech. And you were in for a real treat, let me tell you. Just ask my 5th period class, okay? Oh, wait, I probably shouldn't have said that. See, I better explain. You see, I was performing for them the calculus, the musical, right? You know, and well, things just kind of got out of hand during the asymptote dance, you know, you do that. And, well, you know how things get in a math class, they get kind of crazy sometimes. Actually, there were concerns about tonight, you know, about with the impending rapture on May 21st, that the only people here tonight would be school administrators and district officials. But I guess we'll get to keep them company until October now. It's been delayed. But I have just been informed that there's been a slight schedule change for tonight. This time was originally slotted to have my speech, but it's been discovered that you are actually one navigation lesson short. No. Of the number needed to fulfill the state requirement for graduation. So I have been asked to forego the privilege of delivering my prepared speech in order to be your NAV advisor for one final lesson. And in all honesty, you're really not missing too much because I spent as much time preparing this speech as Jesus Lopez spent in class this year. So. And I wasn't really going to go out and tell you to go out and change the world anyway. I kind of like the world the way it is, to be honest. It comforts me to look around and see something that's in worse shape than I am, you know. Besides, my graduating class tried to change the world and we failed. And we were a lot smarter than you guys. So, anyway, now, this rescheduling tonight is going to cause the other parts of the program to all be 5 minutes shorter. So, I'm afraid that you that are at the end of the line aren't going to be able to receive your diplomas here tonight. So they're going to be available at the district office, okay, next week during regular business hours, okay, so you can pick them up there. And we thank you for understanding that we have our priorities straight here at Sedro-Woolley School District. Now, come on, guys. Hey, let's behave. Because you're all officially in my class now, all right? And many of you have had me before, but many of you are brand new to my class. So I want to welcome you the way I always welcome new students to my class. Good evening. My name is Mr. Chris Jensen, but you can call me Darth Jensen. The most important thing you need to remember about Sedro-Woolley High School is it's a beautiful sanctuary where everyone loves you, and it is part of a free, glorious democratic republic of the United States of America. But this classroom is a cold, sterile dictatorship ruled by a heartless, yet surprisingly handsome tyrant where nobody cares about you. and I am the biggest nobody you'll ever meet. That didn't come out quite the way I meant. Now that you all feel comfortable in my class, let's get to the lesson. You'll need your nav binders, so go ahead and get those out. Wait a minute, they should be with you at all times. You're not supposed to go anywhere without your nav binder. Okay, well first, before we start the lesson, I've got to say as I look out here on the class of 2011, that I think we're taking this every student graduate things just a little too far. I mean, I can understand lowering the bar a little bit sometimes, you know, to help a student graduate, but I think in some cases we've buried the bar and we've dragged your comatose bodies across it. No, that's not fair. I mean, I'm sorry, Spencer, you probably deserve to graduate. For your final lesson, we're going to look back and list some of the achievements of the class of 2011. Then we will look forward and we'll set some goals for your future. Now don't worry, they won't be smart goals, okay? I've never done anything smart in my life, okay? Except trick my wife into marrying me. Also, your goals don't have to be permanent or chiseled in stone. Mine were because that's all we had to write on when I was a kid. But in fact, when I was your age, the class was called Navigation 101 BC. Okay, let's start with your list of accomplishments. Well, now that that's out of the way, let's go on to set the goals. No, in all seriousness, you are truly one of the most outstanding graduating classes that we have had at Sedro-Woolley High School in the 10 years that I have taught here. There is no question about that. Some of your parents, however, are a little weird. During the last decade, I was becoming quite discouraged by what I observed as the vanishing academic male in our school. It seemed that every year there were fewer and fewer strong male scholars in our upper level classes. They were always vastly outnumbered by strong female students. Well, that's true. There were always notable exceptions, but it was almost as if it wasn't cool to be smart and male at the same time. But this year's graduating class boasts an exceptionally large number of brilliant male students to join a very large number of equally abled female students. Now, it may be just an aberration, for I know some of you are fairly aberrant, but you give me hope that it's not just an aberration, but a trend. I look at the classes following you, and I see larger numbers of young boys who aren't afraid to be smart, because there are so many cool guys in your class who are smart. Now, as an aside to you parents, see, right now, every guy in the class thinks I'm talking about them. Okay? And every girl in the class is trying to think of just one smart guy in the class who's cool. Another great achievement of this class is that you always seem to win every class competition that we had at school. Even as freshmen, if I remember that right. You guys are always coming out on top. I remember last year as juniors, you beat the seniors in a volleyball match. That was very impressive. Of course, I then remember what happened when you took on the staff team composed of 6 old worn-out teachers. We thumped you. Mr. Warman, myself, Miss Knight, Miss Voorhees, Miss McTaggart, and the human kill machine, Mr. Pierce. Bump, set, Pierce. Oh, I think I hear Trent Gardner crying right now. Oh, wait, Robert, Robert Davis, you know, he cringes every time he sees Mr. Pierce because of that game. That's Pierce traumatic stress syndrome. Write this down in your binders, please. Thumped by old people. Another achievement is that you allowed me to get Hank Smith into Harvard. Well done. Now, if the rest of you would have just asked me to do that for you, I could have worked out a deal, and you could have all gone to Harvard. Finally, without question, your greatest achievement here at SWHS has been your impact on the faculty and staff. Everyone always thinks about the impact that a teacher has on a child, but it works the other way just as much. When you leave us much more worn out and bitter than we ever were before you met us. And it's not fair. You get to leave here tonight and go on to new adventures. I have to stay here for the next 40 years and listen to Mr. McCart tell me how much more the students like him than they like me. I know the students like him more than they like me. I like him more than I like me. All right, let's move on to setting goals. Don't set goals. I had goals, and look how I ended up. I decided in 7th grade to become a math teacher. I'm the poster child for not letting stupid little kids make career decisions. I maybe could have done something useful with my life. Stand up if you're one of the graduates tonight who is considering going into teaching. Stand up, don't be shy. If you're considering going into teaching, stand up. Let's give them a round of applause here tonight. I just have one thing to say to you. Are you people crazy? Okay, now, sit down before I knock you down, all right? Have you not been paying attention for the last 12 years of your lives? Save yourselves. Now, if you go into teaching, you will end up working with some of the most wonderful people on the face of the earth as colleagues. And every year, you will have to come into close contact with a group of young people whose lives you will have the power to influence for good or for ill, like I've done. And your students will certainly impact you forever and will make your life profoundly rewarding beyond anything you will find in any other line of work. You have to ask yourself if you really want that. I know I do. And that's why I love this job so much. It's because of you. And among you young people sitting before me tonight are some of the finest individuals whom I've ever met in my entire life. And I'm deeply honored to call you my friends. But I do want to leave you with a few final words of advice. It is very important to have goals, both short-term and long-term. And I know that most of you have those. And it's okay, and it's even healthy if they change from time to time. Maybe not every other Tuesday, but they can change. But it's equally important that you be willing to put in the hard work that it takes to achieve those goals. Everybody wants to win on game day, but not everyone is willing to bust their behinds in practice every day in order to make it happen. Many of you are going off to college, and I'm sure you want to do well. But are you willing to do what it takes to excel? There's no extra credit. There's no late work accepted. Your professor isn't there because they love to teach. They usually want to research and publish, and you are merely an unwanted necessity. You have got to want your education and your degree to get it. There are also a lot of distractions at college. You'll find that not everyone is there to get an academic education. There are plenty of opportunities to get caught up in the crowd that wastes their parents' money partying and getting drunk every weekend. Yep. And parents, you gotta note which ones those are. I remember my freshman year at college, looking around at so many classmates just partying their lives away. I decided that I wasn't going to be one of those losers. Now don't get me wrong, I appreciated them, those wasted stoners, very much. They brought down the grading curve so that I appeared way smarter than I really was. So appreciate them, but do it from a distance. Don't become one of them. Because in my experience, intelligence and alcohol don't mix. Alcohol destroys lives and relationships. And it's never made anybody's lives any better. I don't care what anyone says. Now, heroin, I think, is okay. No. Although I have seen firsthand so much of the damage that drugs and alcohol do, I've actually never even tried them myself. Never even tasted it. Unless you count last week in Miss Knight's AP chemistry class, when I tasted the root beer that the students made. Holy smoke, that stuff was potent. I think we need to call the Liquor Control Board on what she's doing in that AP chemistry class. I had to get a designated walker just to get back to my classroom. That's the end of the lesson. I declare that you have now fulfilled the state requirement for NAV. All you need to do now is to go forth, love God, love your families, love each other, and when your backs are really up against the wall and you don't know what to do, remember to reverse the polarity of the neutron flow. I love you all very much.
Thank you, Mr. Jensen. At this time, we will have Jeffrey Slough and Carl Huderman come up and recognize all of our scholarship winners. Can you hear me? How about me? Me? Yeah?
We paid him extra for that.
Can you just keep talking and just waste my breath? All right, here it is. I wasn't going to come tonight, but Ingram, he waved that candy bar in my face, so I thought, what the heck?
This is very exciting. It's very exciting. First of all, I want to make sure that everyone knows that my NAV class is sitting out here right now. You guys out there, and I take credit for all of your successes. All right, as well as Izzy, I have to give my secret sign for my technology club, which goes like this. Yeah, we learned a lot. Use the auto aim button. That's what
Okay, we're here. Mr. Slough and I are here to recognize all the scholarship winners. Just a little background. What I'm going to have you do is when you hear your name, I want you to stand up and to remain standing, please. And for the family, can we hold off an applause until we get to the last kid? But the numbers are this. We have 79 kids that have received a scholarship or award. Okay? Those 79 racked up $1.5 million worth of scholarships and awards. Yes. Now, that is an astounding number, no question. But I think there's another number that is almost, to me, almost more important. And that is out of that 1.5 million, $357,566 came from this community. Local money, over $350,000. So, we're very proud of you, as you well know, and so when you hear your name, would you just please stand up and remain standing? Dakota Atkins, Roberto Aguilar Serna, Alicia Anderson, Jacob Beck, Dylan Berg, Cheyenne Best, Cheryl Blair Nelson, Shariah Blair Nelson, I apologize. Shariah Blair Nelson. Avery Blue, Jennifer Burke, Nicholas Butterfield, Taylor Cargile, Hannah Clark, Edgar Corrado, Casey Cordray, Sierra Crutchfield, Renee Cruz Martinez, Spencer Deshane, Laura Diaz, Ariel Dillon, Garrett Dresser, Michael Fallahy, William Franklin, Maggie Frisbee, Jalissa Garcia, my apologies, and Trent Gardner. Tricia Gasho, Brittany Grandy, Maria Guyen Lara, Marcus Harker, Leo Hayes, Elizabeth Herr, Dustin Huderman, Lachey Horges Johnson, Kristen Huggins, Catherine Hall, Carl Humphrey, Andrea Iverson, Joseph Janicki, Schuler Jensen, Clayton Johnson. Oh, Skylar. I'm sorry. My apologies, Skylar. Michelle Kaufman, Jesus Lopez, Samantha Malmstrom, Tyler Mankey, Evan Mann, Blake Martin, Brandy Martin, Jocelyn Martinez, Janissa McCauley, Thomas Murrell. Hey, where is Brandy? Where is she? There she is. You're cutie. Brady. There you go, Brady. They did small print. I don't know. Danae Piment, Leah Perkins, Ashley Pete, Catherine Phillips, Alicia Porin, Caitlin Ramsey, Brittany Reed, Monica Reeder, Adam Richard, Kyle Richland, Kirsty Rule, Zachary Ryerson, Emilio Sanchez, Hank Smith, and Andrew Steen. Travis Stewart, Kaylee Stiles, Carrie Swenson, Dalton Taxdall, Marina Tenorio Cuevas, Caitlin Vanderveen, Jessica Weidel, Tanya Wesser, Samantha Wilk, Jessica Wright, and Matthew Wyndham. Let's give them all a big, hearty round of applause. You guys go ahead and have a seat. Well, I'd like to end it this way and just say I know you parents and family members are as proud as I am. Some of you are full ride proud. Some are $2,500 proud. But the bottom line is I cannot emphasize enough how special it is for the community to kick in as many dollars as they did. And my little friends, I'm going to leave you with this. As you go to college, and you use this money wisely, you're going to take a political science class. And I guarantee you, I now know what one of the questions will be on your first exam. It will be to compare and contrast Watergate with Wienergate. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Huderman and Mr. Slough. We now have the Sedro-Woolley High School Choir coming up to perform Home, directed by Mr. Paul Brask. Thank you, Mr. Brask and choir. Sounded great, didn't they? Give another hand. Before I get to the presentation of the class of 2011, we have a special diploma presentation to make. Kramer Blackwell was a member of the class of 2011, and he was ready to graduate with his class this evening. On May 2nd, Kramer passed away after his long and courageous battle with a heart condition. Kramer was a positive, caring, outgoing student with a never-ending smile on his face. He was a huge Mariner fan and religiously kept stats on each player. He was also very into NASCAR and was able to take in a race due to the efforts of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I think Kramer was a big risk taker due to the fact that even though he struggled with a fragile body, he's one of the best huggers on campus. Did you ever get a hug from Kramer? He had many friends here who loved him, and he loved them, and he will surely be missed, and he was a true Cub. Tonight, I would like to dedicate his diploma to his mom, Lori Blackwell, and his friend, Kay Brown, and Grandma Yvonne. Well, good evening, graduates, parents, family, friends, and esteemed colleagues. Class of 2011, I was really trying to come up with a subject for this speech, something motivating, inspiring, something to make you want to go out and conquer the world. But after spending some time talking to your teachers, one subject kept on coming back around, and that was procrastination. Now, I'd like to say that I intended to have a terrific speech on this topic, but I just didn't get to it. So, Mr. Ben? Okay, thanks. But here are some comments that I heard about the class of 2011. You know, they're really nice, bright kids, but Mike, aren't you scared that they're not even going to show up for graduation? Or, so we had like over $357,000 in local scholarships and $1.5 million total overall. How did they earn so much scholarship money? Don't scholarship applications still have deadlines? Or the last one was, I hear that Nita, Ms. McTaggart, Mr. Kahn were stocking the halls during school, during lunch, and looking at the inside tags on the back of the senior boys' t-shirts to find out what size they were, just so we could complete the order for the Hootenanny t-shirts, so we can get them in. So anyway, procrastination, or to procrastinate. Webster's New World Dictionary definition is to put off doing something unpleasant or burdensome until a future time, or to postpone habitually. Yeah, for this senior class, to postpone habitually took on a whole new meaning. I sometimes wonder if the class motto should have been procrastination. Hard work often pays off over time, but laziness pays off right now. Or procrastination. If it wasn't for the last minute, nothing would ever get done. So, you know, we've tried to motivate you with pretty posters, with cute sayings, but let's face it, if all it takes is pretty posters and cute sayings, if that's all it takes to motivate you, we are preparing you for a very easy job, the kind of job that robots will do someday. So as I read through some research on procrastination, some things started to dawn on me. One is that maybe all of you are just perfectionists. That's one explanation. There's also one about fear of failure can cause procrastination, which reminds me of the great philosopher Homer Simpson, who said, trying is the first step to failure. Why try? So anyway, here are some tips that I hope that you can take with you to work on your perfectionism or fear of failure And hopefully we're not going to just prepare you for a job that robots will be able to do someday. So keep these in mind. Number one, deal with whatever it is right away. Do what you need to do regardless how you feel about it. Feeling anxious a lot of the time is normal. Tip 2, good enough is good enough. Trying to be perfect often paralyzes you. Accept a standard that allows you to move forward and then build on your standards from there. Failure does happen, Nick Butterfield. Where are you? Okay? Failure is part of life. However, find and enlist support from people who can boost your skills so that failure isn't permanent. Okay? Successful people ask for help. The time is now. You can accomplish a lot even if you don't feel like it. So it's always better to start right now and get it done. You need to do things that you don't necessarily want to do sometimes, so get it done and then have fun. So, in the end, take some risks. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Ask for help if you get in over your head, because successful people do ask for help. Remember that even if you try your best and you fall flat on your face, you're still moving forward. And a last bit of advice is, if at first you don't succeed, skydiving is not for you. You really have been a terrific class. You're wonderful kids, and it's been an honor and privilege to serve here as your principal. So, Mr. Vin, as principal of Sedro-Woolley High School, I certify that the class of 2011 has met or exceeded all the requirements of the Sedro-Woolley School District. On behalf of the staff of Sedro-Woolley High School, it is with great satisfaction and pride that I present to you the class of 2011.
Well, good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you on behalf of the Sedro-Woolley School District and the Board of Directors who I work for. I'm proud to say this is my 7th year as your superintendent here in Sedro-Woolley. And I'm proud of a lot of things, but I'm really proud this year of the class of 2011. I don't know if you know it or not, but they sent out invitations to people to come to graduation. And for the first time this year, I received 5 invitations to come to graduation this year. I was invited by Leah Perkins, Clayton Johnson, Edgar Corrado, and Adam Zerby. Now I said I received 5 invitations, so that was only 4 names. So I received 1 invitation. It didn't have a name on it, so I assume it's from the whole class. So I want to read it to you and tell you how much I appreciate it. It says, Mark Vin, you are a great superintendent, and I would enjoy your company at the 2011 graduation. Thank you, class of 2011. You made my day. I appreciate you doing that. And whoever did that, thanks a lot. Well, we've had a successful group of seniors in a lot of ways. You won a lot of championships, academic and athletic. You've done a lot of great things in your 4 years here. Also, by the end of the year, we'll have graduated over 350 students from the Sedro-Woolley School District. And the one thing I think we should all be proud of is our graduation rate. When our students graduate, we buck the national trend. The trend in the nation is to graduate about 70% of their seniors. In the Sedro-Woolley School District, we graduate 88 to 92%. And I think that's a credit to our staff, our students, our families, our parents, everyone that supports our students. And it leads us to our mission statement. And this is your chance, seniors, to have some audience participation. Our mission statement is, every student graduates with the knowledge and skills for future learning and success. Well done. Good job. Give yourself a hand. You know, there's an African proverb that says it takes a whole community to raise a child. And I know it's been mentioned a lot up here about the support of the community, particularly in scholarships for students. But I'd be amiss tonight and remiss tonight if I didn't thank our community for the passage of our 2012 bond. We were one of only 5 school districts out of 295 in the state of Washington this year to pass a bond to remodel and renovate Cascade Middle School. So thank you, Sedro-Woolley community. Thank you for all your support. So I have a graduate or standing next to me. Hi, Michelle. What are you doing here? Why did you come up and stand next to me?
I have this thing I wanted to read. Is it a good time?
What kind of thing? Is it? I know you're a poet. Is it poetry?
Yeah, it is.
That is amazing because tonight I was going to read some poetry too.
All right.
Do you want to do it together?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to go first?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, you got it.
Came in 07, rain in 11. We remember our turn of getting the bleachers painted, and how the thought of us finally being seniors didn't seem real. And now tonight, we'll be walking across the stage, diplomas in our hands, not sure how to feel. I've only been here for 4 years, and that 4 years flew by so fast. And I can't believe this is the last time we'll all be together as a class. So before this night is all over, and we go our separate ways, I wanted to talk about how our school is special in so many ways.
When there's a sincere need for change, our community is not afraid to move forward again and maintain the heritage, history, and culture of the proud, close neighborhoods and the small town quality which assures our children's future.
People would always tell me how Sedro-Woolley is the worst place to go, that we're just a backwoods, hick town. Those people are definitely wrong. There's so much to our school they don't know. Like how our classes wasn't above so many expectations together, such as sitting through navigation, the beastly sexting talk, and all this rainy weather.
High school was a challenge, so we gave you a special day to process and maneuver through the struggles that came your way. The class of 2011 matured at a slow and steady pace. On that long ramp to adulthood, you achieved many a success. And you had so much fun getting there, the work felt effortless.
I'm sure you all know how we've left our mark on homecoming year after year and made all those underclassmen tremble in fear. Not to mention our state-bound sports teams, or how junior year most of the school dressed in blue, was the first to ever lip-dub competition. Say hey class of 2011, I love you.
Through 12 to 13 years of classrooms, they have been there all the while. The teachers, the volunteers, and staff, though sometimes stern, almost always had a smile. You were pushed, pulled, and prodded to where you are sitting right now. Regardless of success or failure, they were there to cheer you on somehow. This kept you on track and in school when you needed it most. It's true. Your education is their greatest gift to you.
I think everyone can agree, it feels like these 4 years have drug on. But you never realize how much you're going to miss this school until we are all gone. All of this time, we've watched everyone grow, through the good and the bad, in the rain and the snow. I know looking back, we'll remember things like Alicia and Jaleese placing first in state, or Cody Fitzgibbon shrieking in the crowd, or Ariel Dillon conducting our amazing band, So Loud and Proud. Or how Hank Smith got into Harvard, and Katie's fabulous rendition of Belle, or how Clayton Johnson used his king legs to break football records as well. Along with this class, there will be many to miss, including Kramer Blackwell, who had a contagious smile and brought everyone such bliss. And we can't forget the dynamic duo, Jackie and Edgar, who have gone above and beyond for this school and put so much work in together.
As you look around the field, the love and support for this class is evident. While it feels like, as you know, it is ending, that is not the intent. Families, friends, and fans who have watched you these 4 years pass know the joys and friendships that have bonded the members of this class will be immeasurable, as into men and women you are cast.
They say it can take only one person to open everyone's eyes. But in this case, it took one special class to change the school and bring its spirits alive.
Thank you, Michelle. Good job. Thank you. And Michelle really did write the poem. I just gave her some ideas. Thank you, Michelle. So, class of 2011, one final message and we'll move on here. Remember in life, the person you're with the most is yourself. And if you don't like yourself, you're always with somebody you don't like. So thank you everyone for being here tonight. Mr. Callio, Mr. Carroll, Mr. Howland, Mr. Janicki, and Mr. Wyrick. As superintendent of schools for the Sedro-Woolley School District, I certify that this class of 2011 has not only met, but they've exceeded state and district requirements and are ready to go through graduation. Let the graduation begin.
Check. Adam Kale Zerby. Cheyenne Marie Best. Ryan Eugene Hamilton. Keelan Webb Kelly. Reese Alexander Minat. Nicholas Paul Butterfield. Katie Marie Rector. Michael Dean Christian. Timothy Lauren Ochiltree II. Alexander Dallas Bauer. Melissa Ann Higdon. Daniel James Mayfield. Tanner Allen Walden. Marcus Colin Spear. Kendall Merritt Ash. Jeffrey Roy Chamberlain. Maggie Ray Frisbee. Trisha Ann Gasho. Dakota Tyler Atkins. Jocelyn Yvette Martinez. Megan Kendra Holland. Desney Joe Clay. Carrie Leanne Swenson. Richard Norman Phillips. Ethan William Fisher. Timothy Allen Smith, Jr. Tyson Dwayne Osborne. Elizabeth Elaine Barnes. Kylie Nichelle Bartholomews. Kayla Maureen Melton. Frances Michelle Gray. Emily Louise Bruskus. Kaylee Ann Olson. Kayla Marie Matthew. Patricia Louise Steffens. Andrea Lee Iverson. Bailey Lene Whitlock. Jennifer Grace Burke. Jessica Nicole Dubuque. Madison Marie Vanderhouen. Chelsea Ray Castles. Elizabeth Rose Herr. Amber Rose Montoya. Angela Lynn Torset. Matthew J. Wyndham. Jonathan Wayne Bartram. Jessie Lynn Hyatt. Stacy Lynn Harris. Ashley Marie Peet. Brittany Lynn Reed. Samantha Marie Malmstrom. Jessica Lee Weidel. Stephen Blake Shanks II. Dylan Gary Berg. Marcus Allen David Parker. Krista Marie Farrell. Ashley Caitlin Rigacci. Zachary Ty Gokin. Kayla Marie Lockwood. Sharia Dawn Blair Nelson. Amanda Lynn Burt. Taylor Deanne Cargile. Kristen Leah Huggins. Catherine Rachel Hull. Amy Elizabeth Flores. Kirsty Jean Rule. Susana Isabella Sanchez. Leandra Maya Medici. Judith Garcia. Magali Sarai Martinez. Marina Ruby Tenorio Cuevas. Raina Marie Shanes.
Neil Robert Self. Jenny Annalie Marin. Laura Karina Diaz. Maria Eugenia Guillara. Herminia Sanchez. Casey Frank Cordray. Kyle Vincent Richland. Caleb William Estel. Garrett Lewis Swanson. Crystal Arlene Wyman. Sarah Ann Stafford. Roberto Alejandro Aguilar Serna. Edgar Ludim Corrado. Kevin Mitchell Hernandez. Rachel Ann Wide. Alan James Waldrop. Mac Kendall Brown. Blake Terrell Martin. Samuel Ethan Lidgard. Stephen Ray Schuyler. Brittany Ann Grandy. Mariel Shea McCoy. Carissa Ann Crawford. Ebony Audrey Crawford. Janae Nicole Yeary. Janissa Van Leeuwen Macaulay. Tyler Austin Mankey. Tucker Neil Johnson. Nicholas David Pell. Jacqueline Marie Taylor. Brady Patrick Martin. Skylar Joe Roberts. Andrew Jonathan Steen. Kellen Michael Morgan. Mallory Marie Packard. Hannah Mae Clark. Mario Jacinto Santos. Robert Garcia. Trent Thomas Gardner. Robert Alex William Davis. Alexander Lee Adams. Trevor Alliston Cook. Catherine Marie Phillips. Alicia Nicole Anderson. Caleb Franklin Sims. Caitlin Hamill Ramsey. Alyssa Ann Fady. Curie Marie Park. Michelle Renee Kaufman. Stephen Anthony Velador. Corwin Matthew Givens. Ronald Cameron Page. Leo Ray Hayes. Colby Donald McCoy. Rachel Jeanette Cook. Tasia Ward. Carrie Anna Stiles. Shanna Lene Scarf. Diane Alicia Kinzer. Kendallin Brooke Mines. Danae Laurie Pennant. Kent Edward Kitchen. Rebecca Jill Gallagher. Alexander Benjamin Burrow. Kaylin Edward Birdsell. Evan Spiridon Alexopoulos. Dustin Dakota Huterman. Kyle Austin Mack. Lindsay Renee Johnson. Cody Allen Havman. Carly Janae Reeves. Sierra Lee Blue Crutchfield. Kaylee Brianne Stiles. Alicia Rayanna Porin. Jaleese Michelle Garcia. Sarah Gail Quinn.
Ariel Jane Dillon. Jacob Lloyd Beck. Angela Olivia Hawks. Leah Joyce Perkins. Catherine Elizabeth Lucart. Garrett Anthony Dresser. Jessica Chantel Wright. Tyler Lawrence Kilpatrick. John Cody Fitzgibbon. Janelle Michelle Maddox. Jordan Linnea Cook. Kyle Robert Martin. Jordan John Thompson.
Gonzalez. Nicholas Daniel Gordon. William Richard Gross. Tanya Alexis Arlene Smith. Caitlin Elizabeth Vanderveen. Megan Jo Doyle. Alphatai Lachey Horges Johnson. Katie Marie Burke. Avery Lauren Blue. April Arlene Butte. Phoebe Nicole Messenger. William Dalton Franklin. Carl Jean Humphrey. Michael Andrew Falahy. Chance Andrew Lawrence. Adam Frosch Richard. Monica Elise Reeder. Evan Jennings Mann. Spencer Marcus DeShane. Hank Thews Smith. Andrew Patrick Silk Hanna. Samantha Lee Wilk. Skylar Croston Jensen. Tanya Marie Wesser. Rebecca May Cogger. Alex James Machen. Drew Anthony Machen. Francisco Emmanuel Meza. Connor Luther Crosby. Emilio Esteban Sanchez. Jesus Lopez. Michael Morrell. Renee Cruz Martinez. Roberto Becerra. Christine Yvonne Briggs. Cassandra Michelle Frazier. Catherine Marie Glassman. Brett Allen Wood. Dalton Lee Taxdahl. Joshua Michael Oudman. Dylan Russell Powell. Jared Wayne Ames. Clayton Lee Johnson. Isaac Anthony Brown. Joseph Charles Janicki. Terrell Holt Torgeson. Hayden Brian Rock. Cody Dean Paris. Travis Kenneth Stewart. Joseph Kenneth Cummings. Clayton James Anderson. Chloe Jean Hute. Heather Nicole Gandy. Jacob Johann Keck. Curtis Andrew Hoyt.
It's time to begin the journey. It's time to take those first, shaky, scary steps like we did when we were toddlers. Only this time, we won't be holding on to mommy's finger to keep us from falling. First of all, life is a journey, not a destination. Let's treat it as such. What keeps most people from the journey is fear. What if I can't afford it? What if they don't like me? What if I fail the first time, the second time, and even a third time? What if happiness eludes me at first? All these things will keep us from taking those aforementioned steps. My only wish is for you to conquer your fears so that you can begin the journey. Look how far we've come to get to tonight. As far as that is, It is just the beginning of the journey. Take my hand and let's take that first step. Class of 2011, please rise.